Mkhulisani kwaSento Teresa ugogo bathini bathi mavula kuvala indlela udoda u-Auntie Usha, your number one locksmith. Gogo, it's tough. Gogo, I'm going through the worst. Gogo, yes, I understand what you are saying. However, Gogo, it's deeper than that. Gogo, things are hard. Gogo, I've tried many things. I've tried many people. Gogo, Gogo, I've traveled. Gogo, ngibuya eMozambique, ngibuya eZambia, ngibuya eMalawi. Gogo, it's tough. I'm not disputing that. I've decided to do this video because of the number of problems that we challenge. I normally say I challenge the challenge, and a number of people that I go to, that I see. I think Zambia, to me, it's one of the countries whereby I felt at home. Not that when I go to other countries I don't feel at home, but I felt at home in a sense that Zambia, it's almost South Africa. You know, the shops, yes, they don't have many tall buildings, but the shops, the town on its own, it looks like towns in South Africa. So when you were in Namibia, no, I'm talking about Namibia, not Zambia. Namibia. So if you're in Namibia, yeah, it's like you're in South Africa actually. So, and it's easy to get in and out. You know, the currency is the same. You don't have to visit your calculator or calculating with sticks of match. What I've realized or what I've learned is many problems that we stress about, they are not as big as we think. A level of maturity, a level of, or rather how you approach your problem, that is what is difficult. Yes, I'll repeat that. The problems that we are faced with, and the it's not about ukuthi they are difficult to be resolved or to be fixed. The problem solely lies on the approach in which we are using to solve the problems. That is what makes the problems to look so much bigger. When I did my consultation in Namibia, you know, the old man started, and he stopped, and then the trainee, Utwasa, you know, when she came in, she was being called to do something for another client that came before me. But when she came in, she just went down and on her knees, and she spoke to Ukobela, and Ukobela then translated to me what did the Twasa, or what was the Twasa saying. Then I've realized Twasa was so much on point, like she was so much on point. Not saying that the old man was not on point, but it's Utwasa that made me to realize Uguti, no man. The problem that it made me to consult, particularly on that day, it's a problem that has been bothering me for years. I think it's around 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. But that Makosi, like she squeezed my 15-year plus problem into something that needs me to fix and that thing can be fixed in 90 days. That's how now I'm analyzing on my own. Most of the time, we expecting a lot from the healer. We're expecting a lot from the doctor. We're expecting a lot from the pastor. We're expecting a lot from the service provider. However, we think ukuthi our contribution is very little, only to find out ukuthi we have the key. The key to success is in your hands. The key to success is in your hands. And that made me realize ukuthi I've been handling the key for this problem that has been bothering me. I have the master key of my problems. That's what I came up with from Namibia. Ukuthi Gogo Bathile Mbatha, on this problem that has been bothering you for years. And I'm saying 15 years because it's around 15 years that when I realized, this thing is a problem. There's this pattern of events that happens like this. However, it was bothering me because I'll be bothered even further, even more, if I were to do a consultation with somebody, because I will do the consultation with somebody with a similar problem that I have. But it's not about that problem. I would share that problem with you. It's not something that I mind sharing. It is for public consumption. I don't have a problem with it. But that time will come because I feel it's a problem that needs its video on its own. However, for now, what I want to share with you is the fact the master key of our problems is in our hands. Because yes, I came with other stuff, but for clients in Namibia, for clients. But in terms of for myself, I came back with the homework. I was given a homework. That's what I came back with for myself, a homework that involves a deep self-introspection. That homework, it requires a deep self-introspection. There are things, there are attitudes, there are approaches that I need to change when it comes to this particular problem that I have. But this particular problem, I've realized wholeheartedly, ukuthi, it's a problem that I have power to change. I have power to change. And it reminded me, ukuthi, I am capable because I once came across yet another problem. Because remember, we are living. We are a living species and we are bound to get new challenges. It's not the end of the world. The fact that you went through that challenge, it doesn't mean it was the last challenge. There's a new challenge that's going to be born. And I sat on my flight, on my 2 hours flight, and I said to myself, okay, all right. I had a similar challenge. And what it took me to solve it. It took me to go through it. It took me to be brave for the process going through it. And I said, okay, I can make it. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, no, I can do this. Again, I was not given not even a piece of muti to use, but a homework. And that girl, that Makosi, she said it was translated, and she left the practice room without even do what she was asked to come there and do it. And I was happy to find a healer like the one that I went to in Namibia, who was honest with me to say, she is saying, it's not him, she is saying A, B, C, D, E. Here's a homework that I would like to share with you, because whatever that lifts my spirits, that changes me, I feel that it can do even better to you guys. Because at the end of the day, it's about fixing the society that we are living in. There's a lot that Muti can do for you, but even more what you can do for yourself, so that by the time you get Umuti and the Mutu works for you. And I also got a twist to say, Gogo, I have done self-introspection. Gogo, I have done A, B, C, D, E. Then I was told to say, a person like that, this is how you can help that particular person. Yes. As much as I was not given something, however, I was given a twist in saying, if somebody comes for help and you believe what you have done your absolute level best in assisting this individual, there is something that you can use, or these are the helps that you can use in helping a person that says, Gogo, I traveled. Gogo, I went there, I went there, I went there. Because over shopping for Muti, it's a problem. Over shopping for Muti, it's a problem. Taking that Muti into the same body within a certain short period of time, it's a problem. Gogo, what is short period of time? Is 3 years. It's 3 years. Just that we are rushing for solutions while we are failing to do self-introspection in saying, what must I do? I used to cry, and I'm a crybaby. I'm okay with that. It helps me so much. I normally say I would have killed so many people if I wasn't a crybaby. If that's what you call me, I would have killed so many people. But I deal with my pain through tears. It crying to me, it heals me. It takes it out. It takes it out, whether crying for a relationship, love-wise, whether crying for an opportunity, whether crying for something that has been done to me, a betrayal, whatever that is bothering me, I cry. And now the key that I've learned from Malawi, combined with the key that I've learned, it's like opening a safe that requires 2 keys. One key is written 1, the second key is written 2. You cannot open that safe without these 2 keys. But with this video, it is 2 keys. It's a key from Malawi, it's a key from Namibia, that I have to use to unlock the jail. I'll call it a jail, not a safe, a jail of what I'm faced with. And this pattern of events that I've thoroughly noticed from about 15 years ago, what I've realized is that it carries on to another person, to other people, and everything, until it finds myself where I am. And one of the solutions that I was told to do is to zip even further. Stitch your mouth. Especially if you know what you are working on something, stitch your mouth. Tula. And especially if you are quiet to a person that they know which they've wronged you, that they know which they've betrayed you, that they know which, sometimes women will say that they cheated on you, that what they know, what they are doing, they're thinking what you don't know, which benzan. Be a further stupid. And let's see what's going to happen. So, the lesson for this video is very simple. The key, just any key, but we are using a spiritual key. A key to a jail you are stuck in is with you. Death. issues of money being stuck, no marriage, no kids, no success, nothing is happening. It's a jail. We spend so much time in nurturing, in decorating, in marketing the dark cloud that you are in. You sit down with a person and you ask them, how difficult is your life? They can spend the whole day telling you about the decoration of their jail, telling you how dark is their jail, telling you how much painful it is in their jail. How many people will raise their hands and say, through my problems, this is what happened, then I decided to pass, then this is what I'm doing? How many people who can spend time in explaining their execution plan, how they plan to execute whatever, instead of telling you ukuthi how difficult it is? Have you ever met somebody who's in an abusive relationship? They will tell you how much the relationship is so abusive. They will spend hours, but ask them simple questions. Simple questions. You understand but what is your plan? What plan? The plan that you are willing to do. What is it that you are willing to do to change the situation that you are faced today? Imagine saying to yourself, in the midst of the problems that I have, I think what I need to do is to go and see somebody so that I can get help, so that I can work hard into what's helping me to get out of the jail that I'm in. A jail is not a jail that we know, your Sun City, your Lokop, your Hosi Mampuru, whatever. There's a bigger jail that is ourselves. Ourselves is a bigger jail. Our mindset is our bigger jail. There are people that feels ukuthi their situation is permanent. And they are convinced ukuthi nothing will ever go right as long as they are on that situation. And there are people who are residing inside those jails. Abafuna ukuphuma. But Namibia gave me an assignment to say, walk out of that jail. You are in jail and you are stuck in jail on your own. The people or the person that you think about, they are no longer there. They think they've achieved. The focus is no longer in you, because the last time they saw you, or the last time they did something, for them, they thought it's permanent. You can move out of that darkness. And I'm sharing that with you. What you are faced with, it's nothing. Allow me to undermine your shortcomings and to say your shortcomings are nothing. What is important? It's your long going towards going out of the jail that you are stuck in. You can still revive your life. You can still revive your life. Imagine if Ubrix got into jail, and then when he's still serving his sentence, all he's thinking about is how wrong he has done. I'm not justifying the why he was jailed. Imagine Uchupchupu sitting there in jail, still keep on regretting. He's serving a sentence of what he did outside. Imagine R. Kelly sitting there in jail thinking, only thinking about what happened instead of thinking about what is he going to do. Guys, there's light outside the jail. There are people today who are stuck in alcohol. All they do, day in, day out and everything. Ngizamile ngahluleka. No. That's a problem. Uzamile, awuzange wenze. As long as you are still trying, trust me, you're still going to fail. Do it and fall. stand up again. Kids, when they fall, they don't fall because of they were trying to walk. They are falling because they were walking. There's something that they wanted to do. They were not trying it. A kid, when they start crawling, they are not trying. They are doing it. There's nothing called trying. It's either you are doing it or you are not doing it. Koko, yazi ngiyazama. That is your problem. Usazama. Yenza. Do it. Do it. You have never been insulted being told ukuthi mhlambe isithwalo sakho sihambe wrong. Hamba uyothwala futhi in. No. You know, on what I went through in my life, mina personal. If ever I didn't stand up or I didn't try to stand up, I didn't try. If ever I didn't stand up, I was not trying, I was standing up and I did. I might not be where I want to be, but I'm standing up. Yes, I still have enemies. Bangishaya ngimile. Not falling on my stomach. So it is up to us. What is it that we want? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? What is your vision? What is your vision? There are few things, not many, there are few things maybe where I can say, I don't believe I've achieved this. Everything that I achieve, it's something that I say to myself, I deserve it because I saw myself there. I remember when I was asked about this channel to say, hey, Gogo, how do you feel to have reached a 100,000? You must have feel you are so lucky. You need to know it was not luck. I worked to reach this amount of subscribers that I have. I didn't reach 170,000 subscribers and millions of viewers for me just wishing. I was not wishing, I was doing it. And I'm still doing it. What kept me going is consistency. Because if you are not consistent with what you are doing, yes, I don't post every day the way I wish to because my content is very spiritual. It doesn't go alone. It's very spiritual. It needs me to go step by step and to be okay spiritually for me to be able to deliver the message I'm delivering. Yes, I had different ideas and everything, but people saying to me, why don't you interview people? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? No, I'm still hungry to deliver what is inside me and myself. That's why we have reached with you. That's why we have reached where we are today. It is through your referrals. It is through your sharing. It is through your likes. It is through your subscriptions that we have reached where we were not trying, we did it. You didn't try to press that notification button. You did press it. You didn't try to subscribe. You did press subscribe. It is a commitment that you did. I'm subscribing to this kind of a content and I'm sticking by it no matter what. So it is up to us. What is it that we want to achieve? It is up to us. Where do you see ourselves? It is up to us if we are going to go down on our knees and do the ancestral prayer for financial breakthrough. It is up to us. It is really up to us. It is up to us that we cross over to the new year by planning, by talking to our ancestors. It is up to us. However, it is doable. That's all I can say. It is just doable. It is doable. Trust me, I'm telling you today, it is doable. Sarwas and Dr. Les, in closure, the key to achieve anything is in your hands. The key to get out of your own jail is in your hands. We are stuck in jails while we have a key inside. There are people who are afraid. You are stuck in an abusive relationship. What will I do without them, without him, without her? How will I survive without him, without her? There are people who are sitting in a very, very toxic environment, but they're still there because of you can't do it alone. That's what you are telling yourself, but you are capable to get out of that situation. You are capable. You can do it. Mood is just a cherry on top. That's why Mutis doesn't work for us. Because we so glorify Muti as if Muti is a cornerstone. You are the cornerstone of your own life, not Muti. I deal with Muti every day, and I can tell Muti this one will never make it. Again, not that I undermine people, but you can, if when they start talking, I even confirm. Good, no, child, child. But it's up to us. It's up to us. I've said it to other video. No one is coming to rescue you. If you are drowning, no one is coming to rescue. You need to learn how to swim. In the deepest place that you are in, learn how to swim. Learn how to climb that mountain. No one will bring that gold from there on top down to you. No one. Forget it, Kosha, Hambiola. No one. No one. But it's up to us. It is up to us. The bottom line, the key is with you. You are the key. And not just a key, a master key. Because in life, we have different problems. So a master key opens more than one door, more than one opportunity. We have financial problems, we have health problems, we have relationship problems, we have job problems, we have business problems. The master key is when. By the time you come and take umuti from the healer, you know uguti, the base, the foundation, it's very strong. It's very strong. That inner voice, it's positive. It doesn't say, I want to make it in life. It says, I'm making it in life. It doesn't say, I want to be rich. It says, I'm wealthy. It doesn't say, I want to be worth it. It says, I'm wealthy. I'm worth it. I'm there. It's not a matter of, I want to go there. You must tell your mind. We must change our mindset and claim and give ourselves that thing before even we can touch it. Don't say, I'm going on an interview for me to get a job on that. I'm going on an interview on the company that I'm working for. You claim that company. Don't stress about the results. Let the results surprise you. Oh, okay. It's fine. I'll work for another company. Not that I'll look for a job onto another company. I'll work for another company. I'll tell a very short story. I had a file. Just my mom is no more. She knows. I had a file that was written, the Star newspaper. A file, these big files. I had a file that was written, the Star newspaper, and another file, it was two files. Another file was written Sowetan. There was ubaba ngasekhaya, umalume kaMpiyakhe, ubaba kaMbali. He used to buy the Star newspaper because he used to bet horses. Then whenever we go there to buy ice cream, I'll ask for old newspapers. My mom will ask to say, please, paper madal. And then we'll bring these old papers and everything. And I'll look at the pictures from the Sowetan. I'll look at the pictures taken by photojournalists from the Star newspapers. And I said to my mom, Mom, I'm going to. Then I said, Mom, I'm going to. And I imagined myself working for those newspapers. Without a matric, I worked for those newspapers. Without matric, without any varsity qualification, I worked there. I've worked for the Star newspapers full time. I freelanced for Sowetan for a long time. It is inside us. Because I had the key. That's why I said, they reminded me ukuthi the key is with me. I did before, I can do it again now. Thokozani.